Here at my breakfast, I've been asked to talk about how do you make a breakfast. Well, it's really quite simple, and then I use seeds and a little bit of oats, and every one of them have a reason to be. This is my rolled oats. Please don't buy processed oats because a lot of the nutrients have been taken out of them. So this is kind of my measuring scoop, and this is for me. I am a very large eater. So what I'm preparing is for me. You might be interested in cutting this in half if it's just for one person. So I use a little bit of rolled oats and I'll put them here, and then I get into some of my favorite areas, which are seeds. And in this case, a tablespoon of, in this case, it's pumpkin seeds, and I use about this much, and I put it in there much like that. And then one of my favorites, and this is for longevity, because of the amount of essential fatty acids that we find in chia seeds. So another tablespoon of this, something of that size, and I just put it right in there, and I mix it a little bit different than then, of course, the sunflower seeds. And again, about this much tablespoon of sunflower seeds, and you've got yourself the mix that you're going to die for. And then sesame seeds. Again, about a tablespoon of these is all that you need. And you're getting your mix here. And again, I can't overemphasize this. This is for a person my size. You'll want half this much because it is very filling and it's very long lasting. And this little thing that I'm showing here is kind of interesting. Now I'm going to throw some steel cut oats in here because the rolled oats and the steel cut oats have a reason. They're gut cleaners. And we want that. The rest of this stuff is loaded with fats. It's loaded with your minerals. It's loaded with vitamins in an organic form. I can't overemphasize that. Now, so now we have, this is foundational. This is what we're looking for to build. And you got a choice here of just putting it into a pan like I've got here, and then add about a cup of water, and I cook it at low temperatures for about 13 to 15 minutes. In my process, as I run up, take a shower, and shave, and when I come down, I cook it at very low temperatures, and I've got myself a fabulous breakfast. Add a little bit of honey and maybe a banana that I'm going to show here, but I'm going to do it a little different way. Along with that, some walnuts or fruits, however you want to do it, and you've got yourself a fabulous breakfast. Now with that on the market, how could we build it into something that would be very easy? Well, I'm going to put this bunch of stuff into this container, and then I've got everything that I need along with a banana, and just put it in here like this. Those of you that like to build your drinks and things of that nature. Along with that, some of you might be interested in taking a half of an avocado or a quarter of an avocado and including this. This is loaded again with fats. And the reason I'm talking about the fats is, you see, you have foods produce energy. All of them do, to a lesser or minor degree. Your carbohydrates are the things that ignite the fire. Then we're beginning to put the minerals and some other nutrients in there that will build you kind of a warm-up. But it's the log or the fats that give you long-term energies. And with that, we've got everything in here, all your vitamins and your minerals. And then I want to talk to you about my special product, because what we need to understand that when you get to the age of about 25, the aging process begins. It's the unique story about how many times the cell splits. So I built to that because at that ripe old age, you begin to build less CoQ10, less D-ribose in this little thing called the Krebs cycle. So our product, we put together a Be Pure, which has all of the ingredients to build oxygen, nitric oxide, and clean the cell, because the body is designed to clean itself. And if we put in the fats, the medium chain triglycerides, and we find that in goat whey, so that in the evening, when your body cleans itself, you get all of the energy. Goat whey's protein is very interesting. It's totally metabolized in 20 minutes. And for senior citizens, it becomes even better because it is so easy on the digestive tract versus your goat wheys and your dairy wheys and things of this nature. So we've got our food here, and then to mix this, I usually put in maybe a half a cup of I use half and half, and you can use whole cream. It's just beautiful because there's no sugar in that. In this, there's a little bit of sugar. But my palate, I kind of like this idea. I put a little bit of orange juice in here, about that much, and I have got a fabulous smoothie. Now, if you can only eat half of this, just put it in the fridge. It gels very nicely, and then you can nibble on it through the day when you kind of get a little hungry. And this is so filling. Your satiety goes through the ceiling, and we begin to treat hormones as opposed to calories in, calories out. Right here you have got the most fabulous breakfast you can imagine. I would spin it for you, but this is the tool that I use. It's just a bullet, if you will, of some sort, and I get in here and mix this thing up, and I've got the most fabulous. And then above all, I add a little bit of my product. The measurement is right there. All the CoQ10, the D-ribose, the propionyl L-carnitine. We've included the goat whey, of course, and then a couple of very interesting elements. Red beets, which are full of nitrogen producing nitric oxide. Along with that, the gut cleaning, and we create an enormous amount of oxygen with this, upwards to 60% increase to the cell, and those are measured numbers. Along with that, we're using a little bit of sweet potato, which there's elements in there that control hormones such as adiponectin and ghrelin, which are your satiety, and there's also the ability to build nitric oxide. So this is my breakfast. I hope you enjoy it. Listen, this is easy science. Some of you are going to say, oh, I like this seed. The seeds are wonderful because they're organic, they last a long time, and this little breakfast right here cost about 30 cents plus my product, and you have got yourself a fabulous breakfast. Then at night, because the body cleans itself at night and we don't sleep well, and this is important for you to understand because your immune system is built in the digestive tract. And the only way it functions is if we can get a couple of things. One is called GABA, and the other one is called glutamate. The glutamate is the energy that just keeps your whole brain going. So we built a little thing called Mitzrayim. It's a wonderful Hebrew word. It means a new beginning. And that's what so many of us would really like to have. So along with a clean gut where your immune system is built, we also build these neurotransmitters in the body that translate to the brain and build GABA, which offsets the glutamate. You know, they're just biochemical words, but this thing will allow you to go to sleep. It's long term. It is the way the body functions. It's just got a whole group of our formula of amino acids, and you cannot believe the rest. So what we're aiming to do is create the REM sleep, where the brain, catch this, literally shrinks. The cells in the brain literally shrink by 60%, allowing a cerebral fluid to pass through there and cleaning out the amyloid beta plaque that's created from protein and carbohydrate excessive use, cleans out the whole brain. You allow yourself to sleep, your immune system increases, the natural killer cells in your body are increased by upwards to 70%, your memory increases. All of these things are coming out of studies at Berkeley. So you have got a very comprehensive product here that will allow you to start afresh the next day, loaded with energy, loaded with an immune system. In today's market, with the viral conditions we're dealing with, this is an excellent way of starting your body to protect itself. Steve Wilson in my kitchen. Thank you very much.